Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynett and it's a tourism channel where we talk about tourism, travel, all those amazing things, lifestyle. So today I want us to talk about interviews, job interviews. If you have a job interview coming up, watch this video till the end. Listen to my 5 tips, things you need to know before you go for this job interview, because yesterday I was on a panel with 2 other people and we're interviewing over 30 people for different positions in a particular company, and there's so much I wish these people had known. There are some people who had so much potential and there are things they either ignored or they did not put into consideration that made us put them off. So otherwise, if it's the first time on my channel, don't forget to like this content, subscribe to my channel, let me know in the comment section what you think about this video, such content, and wait till the end so that you see if you like this content, then you like, so that YouTube can get to know this is actually quality content. So let's dive in. First thing you need to do when you're going for a job interview, remember, first of all, before you go for the job interview, you have applied for the job. So you have seen they're looking for a marketing manager, a sales representative, a business manager. So research about that position and that company. If it's a tourism company, research about the tourism company. What's the tourism business like? Research about that particular company. If it's, let's say, maybe Save the Children, if it's an NGO, if it's wildlife fund, if wildlife, whatever it is, if it's Uganda Tourism Association, whichever it is, make research about that association. 2, make research about the whole industry. If it's a tourism company, make research about the tourism industry in Uganda, in East Africa, in Africa. If it's a pharmaceutical company, if it's a pharmacy, if it deals in drugs, make research about the pharmacy industry in Uganda. How many pharmacies do we have? I actually was on a panel of some pharmaceutical company she was recruiting last week, So such basic things, because the employer would be excited to employ someone who knows a bit of information about the whole landscape of the industry they're joining, So first you make research about the particular company. If it's, let's say, Abacus Pharmaceuticals, you make research about Abacus, how many pharmacies do they have, then you make research about how many pharmacies does Uganda have as a country in general. This information will really come in handy when the interviewer is firing some questions here and there. When you show that you have knowledge about the industry, it makes you a worthy candidate for the position. That's 2. Number 3, I can't stress this any further, be confident. As you're walking, as you're talking, as you're responding to questions, even though they ask you a question you don't know, be confident. If you can't be confident, fake it. There's no time for us training you to be confident. If you have an interview tomorrow and you're watching this video right now, just fake the confidence. Fake the confidence, put on your best attire, dress up the best, and just go and fake it. Because this is a do or die. You either get the job or you don't. If you fail at this interview, you can't call the interviewer and be like, can you give me a chance again next week? I'll be better. No. It's a one-time opportunity. So you have to, the first impression has to matter so much. And this leads me to my 4th point, which is dress right. Dress for the position. If you are applying for a marketing manager, at least that's when you look for those really good shoes that you have somewhere in your house, that really nice bag. This is the day to come and impress. So everything matters, from the shoes you're wearing to the way you smell, the perfume, the way you hold your hair up, the nails you have on. Every small detail matters. So you don't leave anything to chance. As you have made your research about the company, you have all your knowledge, you have all the things you need mentally. Now physically, how do you look? Take care of that very fast. Be confident. Wear the right clothes. Some friends of mine who usually tell me, when I dress up a particular way, I feel more confident. If you have those kind of clothes which when I wear this cloth, I feel so confident, wear it. As long as it's a work appropriate cloth. And lastly, know your worth. Lastly, know your worth. They're going to, usually every job interview they'll ask you, so how much are you willing How much are you expecting to be paid? What's your salary scale? Some companies will even go back and tell us how much you've been paid the last 3 years, so they gauge, how much you're worth. So at that point, mention your price. There's a lady who we interacted with yesterday, and she had all the credentials. She was smart, she was beautiful, she was intelligent. And when we asked her how much do you want to be paid, the price she gave us, honestly, I would have added an extra 0 to it, and yet she was very confident with that, which is okay. But honestly, know your worth, even though maybe you're just a young employee, you're staying at home with your parents, you don't have so many bills or responsibilities, you have the family and the children, it doesn't stop you from pricing yourself at the right price. It doesn't stop you from going for a job interview and you say you need 5 million or 4 million. Someone asked for 200,000 Uganda shillings as what they expect to be paid at the end of a month. I was scared for them. I was like, because when they said two, we kept thinking she was saying 2 million. She was like, no, 200. And when I did my research, I realized she stays home, family, what, they will drop her, they will pick her, But even with that, just know your worth. If you feel you're worth that, no problem. I can't come and start telling you how much you should charge, but just know your worth and have good negotiation skills. Be like, what, I'm bringing ABCD to the table, because remember, you're really confident, you have shown them you have the information. Even when you give them a high price, they will at least call and try to negotiate down, and that's where your negotiation skills come in. You try to bring your worth at the forefront, and you tell them this is the value you're bringing to the table for your company. You emphasize the value you're bringing on the table, and you discuss that. So that's all. Those are the 5 tips. So if you have an interview tomorrow, next week, next month, I know there's a lot of job searching and job switching right now because we are in the post-COVID. Companies are closing, but others are opening, more are coming, some are going. So interviews have become interviews. So you have to know how to appear. You have to know how to present yourself. You have to know, how to talk, all those small things. Because if you don't pass this one, who knows when the next one will come. The moment you get called for the interview, you should already have it in your mind that I have already gotten that job. It's only a matter of when do I start. And how do you nail that? By nailing the interview. Because by the time they shortlist you, which means you have at least 80 or 90% of the credentials, so you come for the interview so that you help them without, and it's these 5 tips that will help you. Make research about the company, your position, what are you going to do? Make research about the industry you're entering. If it's manufacturing, if it's cosmetics, if it's pharmaceuticals, make research. Be confident. Dress right. Dress appropriately, And lastly, know your worth. Negotiate appropriately. But as you negotiate appropriately, you also make research about the industry you're joining and how much their salary scales are. If it's a place where you're not so sure of the salary range, then you just throw your price there. You throw it there and you're like, it's up for negotiation, but I would like to get this much. See what they say. You might put a price which you're scared. You're like, oh my God, this is too much money. Okay, I want to get this, but we can negotiate. And they don't even negotiate and they're like, you want that? It's okay, we shall give you that. So that's all I had for you guys. Go and know those interviews. Let me know in the comment section what else you think we need to know before we go out for our interviews. Otherwise, I wish you all the best, and if you like this content, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know. Till next time, bye bye.